about men wanting to split the tab on a first date. Right out of the gate, that man doesn't understand patriarchy. And that to me is a big red flag, because if you do not understand that things are not equal, look, I'm not going to teach you. I don't have the time or the energy. Go take some classes on feminism, 101, 201, 301, whatever. Read some books. But it's not that that's a bad man. Although I'm assuming they're all terrible until proven otherwise. It is a sign that he doesn't understand patriarchy. That's what it's about. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, he is literally a red pillar. He's been watching all the content being like, what do you bring to the table? 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, that is that's probably who you're dealing with, but maybe not. But even if that's not what you're dealing with, that's a red flag to me. Especially if you're are a feminist and have been, really understanding these systems and how they work for a while. You're going to have to teach them all that. You're also going to have to teach them the nature of relationships with men is so transactional that there's so much to this. And I want to give an example from a man writing in about this, because this guy, okay, let's just get in. So this is for Dear Carolyn in the Washington Post. And I usually like her responses. They're not quite as negative or mean as mine would be, but she usually gets to the point. This guy writes in, "Hi Carolyn, I'm 29 and single. I have a very strong mother." See, this is what we're dealing with right here. Out of the gate. Great. Men who will blame their mother for being terrible. I have a really strong mother who raised me to treat women with respect. I was taught women are strong, intelligent, and independent, and that women don't need any special treatment. And that's really funny, because special treatment, what does that mean to you, bro? Does that mean showing a woman that she is special to you? Is that special treatment because she's a woman? What? Oh my God, I hate this man already. When I go on dates, I treat them that way. I respect them, but I don't offer to hold their door open or always take my car. I ask if they want to drive. And I always split the check rather than pay for them. I think it's insulting to think women are fragile and we need to treat them as if they are. Wow, what a feminist you are. Okay, let me just tell you what this means. When I take a woman on a date, even if I think she's special and I want to see her again, I don't want her to know that. I don't want her to have the upper hand. It never occurs, even though he was raised by a mother who was, I'm curious if she's a single mother. I'd be willing to bet she is. But he's raised by a woman who could do everything, allegedly, very strong. What does strength mean to you? That's what I want to know. Because I don't know if his mom was married or not, what kind of example he saw. What does strength mean? Strong, what does that mean? Does that mean, because a lot of men think a strong woman is someone who can put up with endless BS and never crack and never lose it, because she can just take it and take it and take it, and she will remain composed and never get angry and never talk back, and she can take it all because she is strong. Not a delicate little fragile flower. That is what a lot of men think of as strength. Enduring things. Not actually, in my mind, what strength is I will speak up for myself. I will take chances. I will trust myself. I will not let you talk to me that way. I will not put up with a bunch of, that is, to me, is strength. But men see strength, a lot of men, the men who are not going to treat you well, they see strength as endurance. Enduring things and not complaining. That's what I'm getting here. Could be wrong. Let's keep going. As you can imagine, he already knows what the problem is. I don't get very many second dates. Why are you writing in? You know what the problem is. And most of my female friends say I act like a jerk. Am I a jerk? I can't believe you have female friends, to be honest. Because if I was friends with a man who treated the women he dated or even just went on dates with like that, I would really question this man. Because if you can treat that woman that way, he can treat any woman that way. You are not an exception. And all these women are probably doing all this free labor for this man. Free dating advice, free emotional labor. He probably didn't have any male friends. Did that change my way of thinking? Or stay strong in my beliefs? Okay, let's redefine strength for you, buddy. Strength for a man, it sounds like, is dominant, stubborn, bullheaded, and wanting to maintain power and the upper hand. That is what I think you mean strong is when it comes to men. And when it comes to women, it is a woman who literally needs nothing at all from a man and will take endless crap from a man and do all kinds of free things for a man, but never want to feel loved or special or cherished or valued, and she'll keep her mouth shut. And he's like, should I stay strong and remain single? Like, bro, why did you write it? Why? Why did you write it? I'm pretty sure that you're so dumb and so bullheaded that you thought she might be like, oh, she's going to do some emotional labor for you and validate all this crap. But you got another thing coming, because Carolyn doesn't work that way. And neither does Melanie Hamlet. Dear B from Maine, your mother instilled some valuable beliefs in, but either she or you, probably you, fashioned them into needlessly blunt instruments. Dates have nothing to do with scoring political points. If you ask someone to dinner, you pay. Not because your dinner companion is financially dependent upon you, but because you are the host. You asked, and the pleasure of someone's company is more than worth paying the tab. Also, this is where men seem to forget that, or don't realize, they are not the prize. We are the prize. See, actually, they do know this, but they're living in this weird place of like, they hate us, they need us. They think they're better than us, but they actually know that we offer way more value than them. Like the way that they do the mental gymnastics to hold these two, like she's a gold digger, but I'm the one who needs everything from her. They can't handle it. And like, they probably know this, but I need women to understand this. Men are desperate, okay? And it's math. No woman is asking this man out. None. I mean, maybe one desperate one every once in a while. He's the one asking not only one woman out, he's probably on dating apps, copying and pasting the dumbest message ever, like all of them do. What's your favorite superhero? If you could have a superpower, what would it be? The same way they have the same dumb joke. When they list their height, they add in heels. They all think they're so smart. They are all so dumb. They all make the same jokes. I swear to God, when I was in LA, I'm like, why is every man obsessed with whiskey? Why do you all drink whiskey? Do you really? Are you all just putting this pizza, tacos, whiskey, and some other dumb crap that was in all of their... I'm like, what? But women get asked out. Women get asked out. And for us, it's math. We pay a tax. It's called you may unalive me or grape me tax. They may find my decapitated head in your trash can tomorrow. So I am making a very big risk even meeting up with you. Also, not me. I don't wear makeup. I don't even know how to do that if I could. The amount of money that women spend on makeup, like, I am shocked. I can't believe what a tax that is. Makeup, hair, and it gets even more expensive. The whole European beauty standard is so unobtainable. And the farther you are away from that really white supremacist standard, the more expensive it gets, right? Like, hair products, hair stuff, makeup, and then also like whatever. It's just so expensive to be like pretty, even though pretty is all relative anyway, right? But this stuff, it's so expensive. And so an outfit, the time, shower, makeup, finding out, it's so much time to prepare to meet one douchebag. So the investment, the financial investment, the time investment, and the danger investment, that is so big, and he wants to split. He's probably wearing like jeans that have been on his chair for 2 weeks. Like, this man probably spent zero money getting, so like literally for a woman to go on a date is usually costs her more than that plate will ever cost. Like, if you think about, even if you went to like a super expensive restaurant where the man was going to drop like, I actually don't even know what a super expensive restaurant's like, because I actually don't drink, so they're never spending money on that. Whatever. In my mind, if it's like, so let's say he's going to drop $100, $200 on a meal. That's still not as much time, and that's still not as much value that you invested in that date. With the, I don't want to get raped and murder tax, the, what you may have spent getting dressed, hair, makeup, outfits, all that stuff, right? The time it took to maybe text your friend and be like, this is my location. If you don't hear from me in a few hours, I'm dead, right? Like all that stuff, all the dumb messages back and forth trying to filter out these dudes, right? Women have way more options than men. When I was on the dating apps, my problem wasn't matching. And I think most women's problems a lot of times is like, oh my God, all these men suck. And trying to like figure out, are any of them not like going to ruin my life somehow? Or at the very least ruin my night, right? But even when I had a lot of good options, I was like, which one is worth giving up a night of writing for? Or hanging out with my girls who love me? Or hanging out with like myself, because I love hanging out with myself. And so men who are just like, now you have to pay. They don't understand that us just giving you our presence, our time is such an honor and a privilege. I'm not paying the first time. I also understand some women want to pay on that first date because they have had, they've been convinced that this is somehow feminist and equal, but I actually was convinced of that for a while. But I also know some women who don't want a man to pay on that first date because they've been on so many dates with men who then pressure them into hooking up after it if they pay, that they just like, not interested. And I was like, you know what, I understand that logic. But for me, if you're asking for my time and me to sacrifice something to spend time with you, and then you ask me to pay for that, even though this was all your idea, fuck off. So she goes on, if you get to a door first, you hold it for the next person. Not because that person is too frail to handle the door, but because it's the courteous thing to do. I hold the door open for whoever's behind me. I'm not like, what gender are they? Can they handle it? No! To me, it's just like, what? It's just common courtesy. But this man sounds so calculating and so transactional and so misogynistic and so delusional about like, it, like in his mind, if you give a woman anything, it's insulting. I don't think he believes that. I don't think this is about like wanting to insult women. And that's not what this is about. Don't believe men when they say this. This man is full of crap. I'm convinced now this has nothing to do with his mom, and it's everything to do with what he's watching on like YouTube or somewhere else. This is red pill thinking right here. This is not a man who really like respects women. Is like, I don't get it. At the very best case scenario, that's what this is. But do you want to date a man that you're gonna have to teach him, that get like making you feel the least bit good? Like that he should do that? Those are the kinds of men who are going to leave your stocking left, like, no, don't. This is a huge red flag. That's why he doesn't get, I love that he doesn't get second dates. I love that women see through this right away and are like, nope. But you know what he does? Instead of thinking, maybe I should pay. Maybe I should open the door. Maybe I should drive. Instead, he writes into the Washington freaking Post and wants this woman to co-sign the delusional lies that he tells himself. Don't go out with men like this. And I'm so glad that he's not getting second dates. That gives me so much hope. We're doing it, y'all. Dating is a team sport. The less you put up with men like this, the less the rest of us have to put up with men like this. Because when we go along with this crap, then they're like, cool, I'm going to keep doing this. If you are amenable to giving your companion a ride, then offer a ride. I love how she's talking to him like he's just dumb at this point. She's like, why is this hard for you? Note that none of these is gender specific. Each one is person showing kindness to another. And people of all varieties appreciate kindness, especially the strong, intelligent, independent ones. Yeah, Caroline, you get it. You have female friends, so presumably you enjoy their company. So dating women needn't be any more complicated than your friendships. Try being kind, not right. See if that helps. Mwah! That's exactly what this is about. Men like that are the kind of men who are not going to listen to you. They're going to be a know-it-all. They're going to be right. This man is literally not getting any dates. He's single. He's frustrated. He can't get a girlfriend. But he's so determined to be right. I'm not going to pay. Refuse to pay. These independent, stupid watchers should pay. That's what he's thinking. And instead of questioning himself and all this ideology, instead of that, writes into the Washington Post. You should have written into a man columnist at least, because you have much more chance of them being empathetic to your stupidity and self-righteousness. But men like this need to stay single as long as possible, because eventually, when he's 40, maybe 45, he'll be like, maybe I should work on myself. Maybe I should unpack patriarchy. Something's not working here. I don't want to die alone. Then maybe he will work on himself. But if women keep going out with men like that, which they're not, and that literally gives me so much hope. That one line gives me so much hope. But if women do go out with men like that and then marry men like that, we're going to keep staying in this. So if you can't say no to men like this for yourself because of, I won't say no to things because of my own self-hatred and a lot of times. But when I think of other people that may be impacted by me doing this thing that devalues me, it actually gives me courage to be like, you know what? I don't want this dude to think this is okay. Not just for me, but for any woman. That literally gives me strength a lot of times. So I don't know if that helps you. If it does, use it. If not, then please, obviously for your own sake, you would not want to do that. But a lot of us just can't. We'll do it for our child or someone we love. I'll do stuff for my dog that I would never do for myself. Use codependency in your favor to give you power if you need to, but do not give men like this second date. We will never end this nightmare of entitlement 50-50, blah, 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 if we keep enabling these king babies who want to give nothing and take everything from us. Fork off.